Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
And this is what we're drinking right now.
So we're back for our second installment, and it's hot fire today, so we're going to make quick work of this.
Well, we picked a perfect day to sit outside in the 97-degree weather. It's so bright out here I can't even see the screen. I don't know if we're recording or not. So just like last time, we are going to share the 4 whiskeys that each of us is enjoying the most over the last couple of months.
Without further ado, let me tell you what's in this glass. It's none other than Michter's Rye. It is so vanilla-y, so oatmeal cookie-y. It's just delicious, and it actually does work really well in the warm weather. It's just if you wanted something a little bit sweet to get you through this hot weather, it's a pretty nice choice.
Yeah, it's low proof, mid-80s. It is $46, so, if you're like us, we were thinking, it's kind of pricey for something low proof, but tell you what, there's nice rye flavor and aroma in there, the raw cookie dough on the nose, the baked cookies on the palate. It's a flavorful whiskey and great when it's hot out.
Yep.
Next up is another bottle that we just reviewed recently, Old Elk Blended Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Comes to us from Colorado. We honestly are not totally sure what's in this. Could be some MGP, could be some Colorado juice. All we know is it's aged 5 years, made by Greg Metz, the former head distiller of MGP, and it is delicious caramel, vanilla. Again, low proof. You're talking 88 proof, just a nice, easy sipper, and we see that it's selling for $45 now instead of $55, which makes it in my opinion, it's a solid try. This is a good
steal.
Yeah, it's a good bottle, and it's a good looking bottle. This is an antler on top, not a tree stump as I mistakenly called it previously. So thanks for calling me out on that. Old Elk, flavorful. It's got that weird sort of west of Mississippi River cola nose that I'm finding on all these Western whiskeys that I'm growing to like more and more. There's something a bit refreshing about it with a minty finish. This is one that's going to stay on our shelf for a while.
So if you've been watching the channel, my next pick shouldn't come as any surprise. It's Russell's 10, and if you can't tell, we drank it all.
Yeah, that tends to happen when there's Russell's 10 around.
I know. I picked this one because it's just great bourbon flavors. Those vanilla, the caramel, the oak. It's just really delicious. It comes in at 90 proof, so it's still nice for these hot days, or maybe a nice Friday night movie.
Anytime, honestly.
Yeah.
$35-ish, 10 years aged, 90 proof. Tons of rich flavors and easy on the palate, easy on the pocketbook. That's a solid bottle right there. We love that one.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn to tell you what's in my glass. And we just talked about this one on a live stream this past week. Redwood Empire Lost Monarch. Now we're getting this here for $40. Many of you out there are getting this for $30, which, holy cow, I'm keeping it on the shelf forever at $30, but this is a Boo Riot. It is a blend of bourbons and rye whiskeys, and it's not the type of thing I'm usually into, but there are some beautiful flavors in this. It's very complex, yet somehow cohesive. It has bourbon sweetness, but it has the spiciness of a rye, and the balance of it, the way it hits my palate at 90 proof, it's just kind of a perfect summertime sipper, and once again, minty finish on the back end. I don't know what it is about that in the summertime, but I go kind of crazy for it. Really enjoying this bottle, and one that is definitely worth a try. My favorite of the Redwood Empire main line. Lost Monarch, beautiful bottle.
So my next bottle is something I talk about on the regular.
All the time.
But we hardly ever show or love, like real love on the channel.
Real love.
I know. 1910. I just could not do this video without it. And it wasn't in our first installment. I rarely ever bring it up besides just talking about how much I love her. And so this time I wanted to show her some real love on camera. It's 1910. We do not have to say much about it. It's Bananas Foster. It's 93 proof. It's $55. You should really have it on your shelf.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
If you like Old Forester, that Whiskey Row series, this is, it's certain a glass no matter how you slice it. That's delicious whiskey.
It's my number one.
Next up is my first full-on rye whiskey of this video. It is Wild Turkey 101 Rye. $27 for a full liter, and whether you're drinking this thing neat, with a couple of ice cubes, which it stands up to very well, or you're putting it in a cocktail. There's really nice rye grain here, so if you want to experience rye whiskey and get all that rye grain aroma and flavor, if you've never had a rye before, it's a great place to start to give you that full experience. This has notes of butterscotch and citrus and black pepper and oak, you name it. This is just such a flavorful whiskey. At 101 proof, it mixes well, it's not overly hot, it stands up to ice. Just a super versatile rye whiskey, perfect to keep on your shelf this summer to beat the heat. Beautiful bottle.
So you might be surprised by my last selection, but there is a reason behind it. It's Old Overhaul, and I said it correctly.
Look at you, I'm shocked.
I know.
Is it just the heat going to your head?
I think so. Or I've been practicing.
That could, just practicing by yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm just reading bottles, just, making sure I know how to, pronounce all the words.
You are such a giver for this channel. It's really impressive stuff.
So anyway, the reason that I picked it is basically because it's been 90 plus degrees here for the last 2 weeks straight. Mm-hmm. And if I'm perfectly honest, drinking a high proof whiskey does not sound all that appealing to me. Mm-mm. While I didn't really care for this one neat, I found a solution for it. And I've been drinking them in highballs.
We have come to really enjoy highballs, and Old Overhaul is very spicy on its own, and it can be a little overwhelming on the palate when you're drinking it neat. However, this bonded 100 proof Jim Beam rye whiskey product for $24, it's a great deal, and we've been mixing it with all sorts of sodas, from club soda to sparkling water, flavored sparkling waters, to our favorite, ginger ale.
Lots of ice.
Oh, it's just so
it's
nice
so
with
hot
the ginger ale.
out.
That's the bite of this rye, the bite of the ginger and the ginger. It's just a great combination. Yeah, those highballs made with ginger ale, that rye, and a whole bunch of ice. What could be better?
And we've been busy because I'm 2 for 4 on empty bottles.
Well, Julie got to surprise everybody, so now it's my turn. You probably know that I'm not a big fan of finished whiskeys. However, this one is something different. And again, it's because of the heat here. At the end of the night, Julie and I find ourselves huddled around our bar, hoping that the house will cool down enough for us to go to bed at some point. So we've been up late. That means nightcaps. And this whiskey right here is made by Bull Run, or at least produced by Bull Run. I think it's actually an MGP product. It's basically corn whiskey aged for 13 years and then finished in Pinot Noir casks. And doesn't sound like the type of thing that I would like, I know, but late at night, 96 proof, it's just lovely and refreshing and warm, and it's got this velvety texture that you can just sit with and enjoy, and the finish is very long on this bottle. We got this for $35, which for 13-year aged whiskey is insane. So it was worth a chance, and we are very happy with what we found inside. This is my end of night bottle when I just can't stand the heat anymore. It just rocks me to sleep. This is actually our second Bull Run product. We had the 90 proof bourbon as well. That bottle's long gone, so I would love to call that one out too, but this right here is the one that we're enjoying right now, so it makes the list.
So let us know what you're drinking this summer.
Absolutely. This bead of sweat that just worked its way down to the side of my face means that it's time for us to wrap this thing up. Like, comment, subscribe, join us on Patreon for exclusive live streams, bonus content, and merchandise. Check us out on Instagram at The Bourbon Van, and from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Stay cool out there.